So this is Ashok.
And I'm Emily. And
we're about to go see Barbie. As a 90s baby, what's your view on feminism? Exactly. So I've been a feminist my whole life. Emily, how about you?
Modern day feminist, I'm all for it.
So what does the modern day feminist do?
We're working, we're raising kids, we're living our best life.
She's an amazing mom too.
The movie's just about to start.
Can't wait. Do you think they covered the essence of femininity, especially the issues of being a mother?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they tried to cover all of the issues of femininity across generations. Motherhood was definitely one of those.
Barbie is essentially a motherless woman, and she had to discover that in herself.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it that way, but that's true.
The power of the movie for me was making the importance of the mother-daughter relationship and how powerful that is in helping find who you are as a person. Because Barbie doesn't really have a soul, and during that movie, she begins to start to look for it.
But I feel like the director wanted to go all in. So let's just take this to the entire end of the spectrum. And there was a lot of witty commentary, which I really appreciated. It was definitely geared, I think, towards someone who grew up in the 90s. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I grew up in the 60s and 70s, so I think some of the things were a little bit lost on me.
Yeah, I would agree. But overall, I'm happy I saw the film. It was very witty.
I'm happy I saw the film, but I'm happy I saw the film with you. Because seeing it with you really helped me to understand it from your perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
To figure out what it's like to be a woman, do you think it covers enough?
No, what I found hard about the Barbie movie, which quite frankly, I'm fortunate enough to not have experienced a lot of those patriarchy.
Are you saying that you had a good mom and dad?
I did. So unfortunately, I'm very fortunate that I didn't have exposure to a lot of the difficulties that the video expressed. But I do think that they tried to cover every single issue in feminism, and there was a lot of lessons to be learned and a lot of laughs to be had.
Sometimes what's happened is that the roles between men and women have really changed so much since Barbie came out back in the late 50s, really. And I'm hoping that women can continue to grow in that direction, and that Barbie doesn't either speed it up or slow it down. It just might have to find its own way. Emily, if it was possible, would you want to be Ken or Barbie?
Barbie in Barbie's world, Ken in the real world.
Really? You think you still would prefer to be a man than a woman in today's world?
No, to be honest, I'm fortunate enough I can confidently say that today I don't feel like it's impossible to be a woman. I think that there are difficulties that maybe we're subjected to, but I'm fortunate enough to say for me, I don't find that it's impossible to be a woman. In fact, I'm proud to be a woman, a mother, a colleague, a peer, a friend, a daughter.
Something amazing about you is you don't let your gender restrict your ideas of what you can be as a person.
Yeah, and I think part of it is believing that they shouldn't restrict.
But even amplify the possibilities.
Absolutely. One thing that did keep me up at night after the movie was why didn't Barbie and Ken become equals? Why didn't they come together and compromise and somehow both enjoy both worlds instead of Barbie being on top of Ken or vice versa?
I think the reason for that, at least according to me, is that men and women cannot fight for the same space because there are some differences. They have to maybe settle on a similar space with equal opportunity, but not the same space.
Yes, but the movie just completely negated the possibility of compromise, and I didn't appreciate that because that's not realistic.
Is there hope?
I hope so.
There's always hope.